Good morning. I have a question for you. Have you ever had enough time to look in the garden for God? Well, when we first bought this house in December of 1989, we discovered that we had a little place for a vegetable garden. So our children, Justin, Corinne, and their daddy, Randy, built these raised beds for me. And raised bed, think about a rectangle made of wood, but a big one. And you put it on the ground, you fill it with soil, and then you get, then you can plant some vegetables. Now, I haven't been very good at doing this, in fact, over the years. So now, I found that in the past few years, only 2 out of the 4 boxes I do any planting, and not very much comes from it. But during this pandemic, the COVID-19, I discovered that there is a lot of time on my hands. But you know, March went by and I didn't go to the garden. April went by, still didn't go to the garden. And then May 1st, our neighbor texts me and says, "Do you want 3 squash plants?" She had planted a whole bunch of seeds and now they were ready to put in the ground and she just had too many. So she was just looking for places. And I said, "Sure, why not? I have room." So she rings the doorbell and then she runs away because she wants to be 6 feet away from me, right? I open the door and in these 3 little containers, there were these little baby plants. They were just so cute, little abandoned plants. So I brought them in, I just fell in love with them. I took pictures of them, I talked to them, I watered them every day. And when they got to be about this big, I didn't want their leaves to get on the soil and to rot or for water to get on them. So I had extra tomato cages. I just put them down and now my leaves are standing up there and drinking in the sunlight. And they just love it. So after 6 weeks, we had zucchini plants. Zucchini. And I decided to text my neighbor and say, "Oh, thank you very much for the 3 plants, etc." And she goes, "I don't have any zucchini plants." And we go, uh-oh. We felt a little guilty, but I didn't want to tell her about the tomato cages because it's kind of on the strange side. So I just let it go at that. But meanwhile, well, every day when I go out there, I started weeding the other raised boxes and start putting seeds in. So now we have like cherry tomatoes and regular tomatoes. These are beans going up the poles. Oh, these are snow peas that are going crazy. Just a little bit of arugula because they don't put too much in the package. And there's the artichoke plants. There's about 6 of them. I thought the plant was dead, so I just chopped it off and left it there, and now 6 have appeared. I'm just learning about gardening in ways I've never thought I would. And it's really making me closer to God because all of these are like gifts from God. Because our garden was never like that before. So I have these extra tomato plants that I would like to give to the children, but you have to ask your parents first. And they could email me and we could find a way for me to get the plants to you. And this is not exactly the greatest time to plant them, but with climate change, who knows? All I know is that they like hot weather. and there's plenty of hot weather these days. So you can give it a try and you might get tomatoes in the fall. But it's a good time for discovery, and with every little discovery that you make, you can become better the next time that you plant them. So I found that the pandemic has given me the gift of time, and it's a gift of time from God. But I just had to have a little help with the act of kindness of my neighbor to find what it was that I could do to make it more meaningful for us. So I have 2 questions for you to think about. Number 1, what have you done with your gift of time? And number 2, what will you be doing with your gift of time? Will you pray with me? You may repeat after me if you wish. Dear God, in everything we do, help us look with open hearts to look for the good so that we can find you. Amen.